You
This is
doing
the
all
most
right?
frantic you've ever seen me.
I know.
Chugging a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Coming in your professional outfit.
Yeah.
I just kind of always assumed when you were
Just
going
seemed like a
about your
dick.
job, you were still wearing tribute shirts to your wife. And
Yeah.
Buffy
Wife tribute,
shirts.
band shirts, Buffy
Yeah.
shirts, all that.
What is this one?
This one's Tiny Fuppets.
Okay.
What's that mean?
Legally distinct Muppet babies. It's a Portuguese animator who made these funny YouTube skits.
Yeah, it looks like a demented baby Kermit.
Yeah,
Muppet
it's,
Babies.
Oh, it's not Baby Kermit.
It's not baby Kermit?
It's Cormit,
Cormit.
to be clear.
Legally, it's Cormit.
It says Se Fusa Grande.
Oh,
It's if I was big. He sings a song about like if I wasn't a third of a meter tall.
okay. Hence the outline on the chart of 0.3 metros. It's like super.
And what's
super
your
niche.
shirt? What is that?
This is a white T-shirt.
For some reason, when you grabbed it like that, I thought you were going to lift it up.
You want a piece?
It's a white shirt. Hannah calls this my slutty shirt.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
why. I mean,
Yeah, it's a little low cut, but I like it.
Breezy.
Yeah.
for the listeners at home, we're getting a tasteful amount of chest hair action. And when I say
Check out the
tasted-
TikToks
Did I
if
say
you're
tasteful
into
or
this kind of
tasty?
thing.
Yep.
No feet this episode.
Give us a taste.
Give us a little. Give
Come
us a little
on.
toe. Give us a little toe
Don't
action.
be a toe tease. What is this show?
Welcome to Machete Order, the podcast about the shows that everybody still talks about, but nobody still watches. I'm SJ Pederuti,
And I'm Maxine Philibong.
and our special guest,
Josh Burns.
This season, we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You'll never see me, but I am everywhere. Every being, every thought, every drop of hate.
All right, I get it. You're evil. Do we have to chat about it all day?
Last episode, I said I would buy an Etsy spell. And I did. I did buy an Etsy spell.
think if
I had
I
a rough
noticed
week,
anything.
so what was it?
Oh,
Well-
what did you curse him with?
No, the spell was entirely selfish. And when I was going through the Etsy person, I took a closer look at her. Let me show you
What?
the message that she sent me.
And now meet my new girlfriend.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Is like you didn't necessarily have a very magical week. So.
You know, and it's also not in
How
good
selfish
taste
could it be?
to buy a spell and not use it for one of us.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it was for both of you.
Okay.
But let me look at the message that she sent me after.
I cast a spell that would make you compliment me. It's for you. It's for you.
No, well,
Give us a little detail about who this Etsy witch was.
I'm sorry, but
So-
you're too cynical. I would never cast magic for you.
her name is Mystic Morwin.
Okay.
And when I was taking a closer look at her picture, turns out her profile picture is AI generated.
Absolutely
Ooh.
AI.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So, but I didn't see that when when I was buying the spell.
I feel very old. How can you tell this is AI generated?
It's the
Look at her.
lighting, like the shading on it. There's like
I'm so
it's
screwed
too
for this
perfect.
next
you
version
can-
of the
can
world.
feel- who would have?
It looks
would
like-
she have gotten that photo taken. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
There's a lot to it.
Okay. Vibe. There's no soul behind those
There's
eyes.
no soul behind those eyes.
All right.
It
So
also
what happened?
looks like
Did you proceed? Did we get an automated spell?
I did. And the
This is why people don't believe in magic.
Well, she told me that the spell came out. Hold on, where is it?
If you just cursed us by a computer, I
Damn
think that's it.
clankers ruining
no, I
magic
think that
now.
was.
That's the end. We're getting cursed. Not only can they control all of our information, but now they can cast
Casting-
magic on
they've
us. We really
mastered
should
the
just
realm
start
of
worshiping
magic.
them. This is a new god. Meet your new god.
They just make everything worse. This
Hold
would
on,
explain a lot.
logging
No,
into
I
Etsy.
don't think that way. AI gods.
AI
I think
gods
you're
actually.
amazing.
Okay.
Tell me what my fortune is. What's
Here's
my
what she
destiny?
said. Hi, I cast your spell and sent proof. The ritual went very well, and I noticed there was no resistance when affirming your desired outcome, which means this is a very potent casting.
Okay.
If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. If you could kindly leave me a review, it would be appreciated. Well, the spell that I cast entirely for me, my desired outcome is that they both unknowingly bring me a tweet for a podcast recording on August 4th.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Because hang on. You're not gonna believe this.
Wait,
I don't
a
believe
tweet,
this.
Like on
A
X?
treat.
A
Oh,
treat? You wanted a treat
yeah.
on August 4th.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What do I have? Hold
That
on.
was a good one, Josh.
Yeah, I have fruit snacks if you want a treat.
Well, no, because then,
I think my presence
well,
is
don't give me a
treat.
pity treat.
I feel
spent
compelled. I don't know. I do.
I spent $13 on spells.
This isn't how it's supposed to work, though. You're just basically asking us for something.
Yeah, I said don't give me anything now.
But it's August 4th. And
It is August 4th.
Here you go. Here's some shower sheets.
Shower sheets and Welch's.
I have
Fruit
an
snacks.
electrolyte. This could be our first ad. Superior electrolytes. Chosen by my fiance.
Okay.
Those are approved by her.
Mega Babe shower sheets.
Yep.
Was this from your ride?
I think it was. Yeah.
How'd your ride go, Esser?
Thank you for asking, Max. It was fine. It was good. 186 miles, 2 days. It was perfect weather, 75 and sunny, and that makes
Wow.
a big difference
Yeah.
when you're riding that long.
Magic spell wouldn't hurt either.
Yeah,
but,
a spell would have been nice, maybe. May the wind always be at your back.
Well, I wanted to do something.
Spell.
I wanted to do something that would, we come here and we could see the spell take place. But alas, she said it was very potent. Apparently not potent
I
enough.
got you a treat last episode or 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Remember? I brought you that little
Oh, yeah.
keychain figurine.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
I do. It's hanging up in my room now.
Aw.
It must have been a miscast. I got a special treat last episode.
You did.
Yeah. You got birthday cake.
Well, my thinking was maybe if we brought you a treat last time.
Oh, so I owed you? Is
this
that
is
it?
becoming a
Oh my
gift-giving
God.
ritual? No.
Well,
That's
the
not
spell
right.
didn't work. Okay.
Damn. Flankers. They're tearing us apart.
I'm going to find a witch, and I'm going to cast a spell this week.
Okay.
A real one, not an AI gen. I'm going to go to a person in a store. I'm casting a spell on
Okay.
one of you.
Tell me how much it is. I want to know the price
Okay.
difference. Mine
How much
was
did you pay?
$13.
$13. Okay. That seems a little
Should it
light.
be more
for
or
a-
less?
Yeah. Seems a little light for a spell.
Mm-hmm. You should have known.
Well, do you think Willow charges per spell?
No, she's too kind-hearted to charge.
Yeah.
Should we get into it? I have some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What a crop, right? I was watching these episodes and I was thinking, we are nailing it once again. Which made me think, last time I thought that, you were not as happy with the episodes that we picked.
Fair.
I can tell by the look of his face, he's probably going to say the same thing. I don't like this.
Not super big. Look, this is on you, Max. 'cause
What did
you-
I do?
You always are like,
This is on you.
you just say every episode's fine or it was good. And so
You
I
say
thought
that
I'm going to
too.
come in
Okay.
with a few amends. Worst episode you've picked so far.
What?
What?
Yes.
Are you crazy? No, that's not on Max. I fought for this one. This is my
Really?
favorite episode of the series.
Okay.
What
Why
do
don't
you
tell us-
mean?
All right, let's go. Let's get into it. Tell us what it's about.
No, let's not get into it. That's actually it. It's been great. It has been great. I really had a good time so far. I'm going to call it there. Though.
I cast a spell that
Wait,
Josh would
no.
quit. Yes.
How much was it?
No, look, I didn't hate it. They're all good episodes.
Mhm.
But in all of the, what have we watched now? 10 or so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite, I think, of all 10. And I'll tell you why. It's a little bit too repetitive of an episode for me. There was a lot of like the dream sequence stuff.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of them like studying in the library that the library thing really didn't amount to much. And the like cycle of it was just kind of boring. Like, so structurally, I didn't love it. I thought the guys, the villains are super creepy and I was so curious about them. And then they literally seemed to went up in like smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my biggest thing of Buffy as a whole. It's an awesome show. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad we're watching it.
Mhm.
I want to establish that I like this show.
Okay. Up top.
Because this has been a lot of SJ hate. I think we have a title called SJ Hates the Show for one of our episodes.
Uh-huh.
I do like the show, but it also was made at a time when you didn't know how much longer you had. You were really writing week to week
Mm-hmm.
for the audience, watching it live, never really thinking these things are going to be on DVDs and people are going to keep rewatching it. It's a totally different ballgame now that once a show's made, it's just out there and it hangs. But back in the day, the only way you'd be able to watch these shows was if they got syndicated, and then they'd be on all out of order or whatever, and they'd be on like UPN 38 at 3 o'clock, which is why I always think the show was, because it was syndicated. I thought some of these plot lines and some of these villains are really interesting. I want to learn so much more about them, like these cult guys.
Right.
And I feel like I'm never going to see them again because they were just the monster of the week. And that's a bummer to me.
Yeah. You're not going to see any more of them, to be clear. Sorry.
The first or whatever they were.
Yeah, the first evil comes back in the last season of the show, and it's a monster of the week because they're I don't know, we aren't focusing too much on the big arcing bad guys.
Okay.
Where it's something that's I think cool about the show is that they will just throw away these interesting ideas.
Totally.
Those cultists and like what did they necessarily want with Angel? We're not really gonna know.
Yeah,
you know?
and
it's-
their eyes were all like crossed out. So it
That
was
freaks me out so bad.
Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
freak out thing.
It was on purpose, you know. Our favorite man, Joss Whedon, was like, "What's actually scarier, a big scaly monster or like a deformed human?"
Deformed human, 100%.
Okay, to all of our, you know, audience members who have any, you know, physical deformities or anything like that.
No, I mean, not like that.
SJ thinks you're scared.
No, I like all people.
Yeah.
But like the monster that is a mutation of a human, I find scarier. Zombies
Definitely.
are scarier than aliens.
Yeah, something that's like uncanny. It's almost, you know,
Almost
looks like you or
human,
I,
yeah.
but yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about what the actual episode
Sure.
contains.
Max, do you have a summary for us?
Yeah. So this is more Angel backstory. Did you not like it because it's so back and forth with Angel? This is an Angel heavy episode.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
we're pretty heavy with the Angel all around. I don't have a problem
Yeah.
with Angel. I think that his character is interesting. I was like, oh, of course he was going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
was really interested in like, why is he back? Like, what is his purpose? And like, I guess his purpose was to kill Buffy and drain her of her blood. That stuff was cool.
Mm-hmm.
We got there.
Yeah.
In a-
Eventually,
Yeah.
in the last episode.
No, this was a good set, but
Yeah.
I much more preferred Consequences and Graduation Day Part 2.
Yeah. I really fought for this episode because, like, you know, the final scene more than anything, it's snowing in Sunnydale. All of that really, really hits me really hard. I'm glad to hear you like Angel. He can be very divisive
Really?
in the fans of the show.
Oh.
I think because you were more conscious in the time of this show, the like mysterious, brooding, quiet, tall, dark, handsome
Yeah.
guy, that was a stereotype. But the being not very vocal, not having a lot to say, not a lot of outward personality for Angel makes him come off too dry to a lot of people nowadays. I love him.
Yeah, I think he's a fine character.
Yeah.
You know, he's dark, he's brooding. I love the flashback scenes. So I do
Yeah.
enjoy when we go back to Ireland, and I enjoyed his makeup and like the long hair and the mustache
Yeah.
that he had at one point.
We get to see in this episode all the people, or a lot of the people that Angel has killed or
Yes.
wronged. So it starts out with Dublin in 1838 with this person named Daniel. And we see Angel kill Daniel, but we flash back to Angel running into Buffy. I guess they're not talking anymore.
Yeah, they just like bumped into each other
yeah.
on the street because you know how that happens.
Yeah, it's a
Sometimes.
really small town.
I also like
they
the
walk
idea.
to school.
So when he kills Daniel, he talks about how you don't have a lot of money or luck, and when you're playing cards, it's bad to be out of both. And I think he said something to that effect. But I just love the idea of Angel playing cards with these other guys. Like,
Pass some time.
yeah, just killing time, being a bro.
Well, there's this one flashback of Angel when he's like drunk in a bar.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, Angel would do that.
Angel seems
Yeah.
like he fucked before he became a vampire and got
Yeah.
all broody.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
after.
so he kills the guy because he didn't have any money to play him for cards, and he
Yeah.
was hungry. So
Right.
that
Yeah.
was cool.
And it's because it's cruel because they were good friends. You know, they had a history together. So then
Oh.
Angelus shows up, and you know, it's one of the most cruel things to do to kill this guy who like
Yeah.
knows you, trusts you, all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a dream. It was, Angel
And
is
yeah,
having
we're
a horrible
alternating. So
dream.
this begins the dream sequencing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're back to reality. It's Christmas. Runs into Buffy. I hate Buffy's bangs for the next
Oh my
few
God,
episodes.
I wasn't going to
Yes.
say it, but
Buffy
it's
Banks.
pretty bad.
Terrible
Buffy
choice,
Banks.
Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. Love you.
Who knows if it was
You're
her choice?
adorable. But those bangs,
Well, they looked like
Not
an
doing me any
accident.
favors.
Well, to be fair, breakup bangs.
every.
True.
And
Yeah.
I think
There you go.
if that was the case, if it was a deliberate, let's make it, every girl has cut her bangs too short at one point in her life. It feels like it's a rite
Yeah.
of passage to womanhood. And if it was that deep, then top of the hat to both of them.
Wait, one time I was going through a breakup like many years ago, and I was staying over Delia and Josh's house.
Aw.
Because I just like
Oh, I
needed,
remember this.
just like needed to get out of the city, and I was working from home. No one was home, and I was like, I should trim my bangs. My bangs are getting a little long, but I didn't have any scissors, like any hair cutting scissors.
Oh, Jesus.
So I was like, it's just gonna be a little trim. So I got like those big, orange scissors. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
kitchen scissors.
Kitchen scissors. And I was like, it's gonna be a little. So in their bathroom, I was kind of holding it, but when I went to cut it, I guess I didn't slip or something, but I went straight up.
These are big scissors, so it's not meant for little
that's true.
trimming.
So I went straight up. And then I had like short bangs over here, then longer bangs over here. And I don't know if you or Delia came home first, but I was like, I made a mistake.
Promise you won't be mad.
But then it was the winter, so I was able to wear a hat, but I had to wear a hat for like 2 whole months straight. I was not taking it off.
Different personality.
You were going through it.
It's like
I
when
was-
Lisa Simpson got bubble gum in her hair. So Barbara had to give her a new haircut, and it actually looked really good. And then Nelson goes out, and he's like, "Ha ha!" And she has to put the hat back on. She's just humiliated. Yeah. Well, anyway, Buffy looks bad in bangs too.
Buffy.
Some girls
well,
can pull it off.
I have bangs now.
Your bangs look very nice. I was
Thank
just
you.
thinking about how nicely framed your whole face is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not a kind gesture.
You too, Josh. Yeah. Look good with
You too,
headphones.
SJ.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
You too, SJ.
We
Anyway,
did go off on the shirt. so-
Buffy has bangs.
Yes.
Buffy
bang
has
Buffy.
bangs.
Have Cordelia and Xander broken up at this point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's too
We'll-
good for him. I hate
We'll get to that.
Xander.
Yeah, don't we all?
Ugh.
Yeah.
But while Angel's having this conversation, he can see Daniel behind Buffy, and he's coming
Yep.
back to haunt
He's
him.
having visions.
So the gang is talking about winter break. Yeah, so you don't see this, but Oz and Cordelia
Found out
found out
about
that
the little
That,
kiss.
I
Yeah.
want to know because we didn't show you the episode was happening. You got that impression
Oh yeah,
that they got
I
caught?
could tell.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like, oh god,
Yeah.
this is actually okay. So monsters of the week that are really interesting, curious. I'm getting whatever. We'll find a new monster.
Yeah.
This little social drama is becoming a plot line, and
Right.
I was like, I don't need this.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because we were
I do not care about Willow and Xander.
No, and I could use a lot more Cordelia. Can I just say she
Yeah.
seems to have gotten pretty far removed from the storylines.
Yeah.
yes, she's on her way out along with Angel, if you could kind of tell.
Angel, not so much. I mean, yeah, they kind of were like, oh, he vanished into the ether.
Yeah.
But I'm
Well,
guessing by the end of season 3, Boreanaz.
Yeah.
He was
Boreanaz
getting,
was-
Boreanaz, yeah. He was getting pretty big.
Yeah, he gets his own
starts
show.
Yeah.
spin-off
Yeah.
show. That's
Yeah.
why he
Yeah.
disappears to
It
go
was
do
full
his
spinoff.
his
Yeah.
detective drama spin-off show.
Yeah, and Cordelia joins him.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Eventually, not right away, but I think in the second season,
Yeah.
Cordelia joins.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to start.
No, because
watching
she's
Angel
gone
then.
after this season. Sorry.
Oh, really?
We were really on the fence about including the episode. It's called Lover's Walk for anybody who's curious, where Willow and Xander get caught. I hate the Willow Xander stuff so much. It's a
Yeah.
great episode for everything else, but I thought we could skip it.
This show is blending the line between, teen romance, soap opera,
Yeah.
I guess Dawson's Creek style drama,
Mhm.
but with vampires.
Right. Yeah,
And-
that's the remit of the show.
Yeah. I'm going to miss Angel because he's a huge part of it. Like the half vampire love interest character.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard to replace.
Yeah,
So
the
I'll
heavy
be-
drama comes from, Buffy and Angel's relationship.
Yeah.
I could argue that the fourth season kind of struggles to find its footing without that as kind of an anchor.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense that it would.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, they're getting trees, right, at one scene. Was there more you wanted to talk about within the library?
Well,
could tell they were-
no.
Willow is so Jewish.
Yeah. that was beat
Willow's
to death.
Jewish.
Yeah, that one really.
Anyway, but Oz confesses to Willow
Yeah.
through all of this that he misses her, wants to get back together.
It's
and
relatable.
Yeah,
I've been in
that
that
part
situation where
made
it's
sense. I was like,
you
that was-
hurt me, but I can't help this part of me that still
Yeah.
wants to be with you, even though I know it hurts, but it's worse to not.
And
be with you, so-
Cordelia would have dropped Xander flat, and Oz would have wanted to reconcile with Willow. Like those two reactions were believable based on their characters. I liked that.
Do you feel like they made this kiss happen so they can make Xander and Cordelia break up?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too with those
Yeah.
episodes. What comes across is because there's a bunch of different writers who do different episodes for this.
Yeah.
The impression that I get sometimes with this show is one writer will be like, oh, let's make this. I feel like I might have already talked about this on the podcast. I'm sorry if so.
No.
But another writer will be like, oh, I want them to pair up. I want to pay off on this stuff from season 1.
Yeah.
And then a different writer will come and be like, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm making that stop.
Yeah.
Do you know the cathedral in Barcelona called La Sagrada Familia?
No.
No.
It was originally designed by Gaudi. It's this beautiful cathedral. If you ever, let's post an image of it on the interwebs for you children. It's a
Please.
beautiful place. They've worked on it. I think they just finished it. It took over 100 years for them to build. So obviously they had to hand off the project to different people.
Mhm.
And one of the rules, I'm not sure if this actually was a rule, but whenever anybody else had built, you could not remove.
Okay.
So instead, architects and sculptors would add over it.
What's that? Architectural exquisite corpse? That's awesome.
And you should check it out. It's a visually stunning piece of artwork.
I will. I'm looking
And
at it
they
right
call
now.
it the Sandcastle Cathedral. Sort of
Cool.
like that. There's a handoff that you have to have, and everybody, like a television show, once it's in, it's part of it.
Yep.
And you have to just wrap around it. You can't just ignore it or take it down.
Yep.
So there's
Yeah.
this daisy chain that you have to do that very much requires building off of another person. But Joss was there the whole time. It's not like it changed showrunners. So
Right. And he apparently read every script, so he could have taken stuff out. I think he liked the Willow Xander stuff,
Yes.
unfortunately.
The impression that we get, especially from the episodes that we're watching, is that somebody loved Xander just being pined after by every single woman on the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gross. And
Yeah.
the show was worse for it.
Cordelia, that was a fun like them making out and getting together was kind of fun and I liked it. But
it was
then
just
like
left at
adding
that.
him with like Willow and then there's like Buffy moments and then it's Faith. He's with Faith at one point. Like, God, this guy does not have that kind of charisma.
No.
He really doesn't. Like just structurally from the show, if
And
you're going
he's-
to play that kind of guy, it needs to be like, I don't know,
Me.
sexier than that.
Well, he's not charming.
No, and
He's
not
kind of an
like-
asshole to like
He's
everyone
not that
too.
handsome
No.
to be able to like pull that kind of, I don't know. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Oh, this is our weekly bit of...
Okay, so we've
no,
done-
Xander-
We
we
hate
hate
Xander.
Xander. Xander didn't have to do all that. Can you play the theme song for that bit? Thank you.
All right.
I didn't mean to press that one. Okay.
I feel like you've had a lot more that we've recorded with the soundboard, and they don't seem to make it into the final cut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wonder
there's a
why.
reason for that.
Well, wait, speaking of which, did
Nice rim
did
job.
Mom and Giles get together at one point?
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah, would have liked to have seen that.
I don't think they've
I
gotten
figured.
together at this point.
Yes, they
Oh,
have.
they have?
See now, Giles being a stud totally plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you the quick little version of it is that it was Mr. Trick had a scheme.
Love
where-
him, by
Yeah,
the way.
he's great.
Didn't get
Goodbye.
enough of Mr. Trick.
Yeah, he had a scheme where he had this cursed candy that the kids had to sell as like a bake sale kind of thing.
Love it.
Sold it to all of and it turned all of the adults into acting like teenagers, which chaos ensued.
What? How come we didn't watch this
Ripper
episode?
and Joy, it's terrible. I'm sorry, I hate that.
Really?
episode. It's really bad. It's a fun concept, but Ripper and Joyce wind up getting together and banging on a hood of a cop car.
Yes.
So when
Yeah.
they are
Sorry.
Christmas tree
This sounds
shopping,
like one of the best parts of the show.
Sure. If we could just take bits of episodes, we would have the easiest time in the world.
All right.
But that
The whole
episode as a whole,
episode kind of sucked.
45 minutes of that is a little much. But so Buffy and Joyce are Christmas tree shopping, and Joyce offers like, "Hey, you should invite your friend Faith. I know that she doesn't really have family or anything out here." And Buffy's like, "Okay, I will. How about we invite Giles too?" And Joyce is like, "No,
No, don't want to. All right, Mom.
no, he's busy."
yeah.
While they're looking for trees too, Buffy finds a bunch of dead trees, which
Yes.
will become important later.
Although they are all dead, so it shouldn't be that shy. He's like, "Oh, these trees died. You've cut them all down, man. They're all dying."
That's what I'm saying.
They
It's
died
like,
faster than the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very mysterious. I was like, I wonder if that will come back. Wait, one last thing about the Giles and Mom thing. Does Buffy know?
No.
Oh.
she finds out later. We're probably not going to see that, but
All right. Well,
it's not a big thing.
I might need to like hack into this thing with a machete and reinsert this episode.
Or just watch
what
the
was
rest
it
of the
called?
show. Band Candy.
Band Candy.
Yeah.
Great title.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We'll see.
But, this is an angel dream episode. So he
Yes.
has another scary dream about the person with no eyes. It kind of like flashes on the screen for a second. And that was kind of like a jump scare.
Yeah.
For me.
Of all 3 episodes, that was the most disturbing moment. And I
Yeah.
love it when they can actually give me something that is a little creepy.
A little horror movie editing.
Yeah,
I
come
loved
on.
it.
Yeah.
So I like that. Yeah. So there's this weird cult that's like somehow they're in Angel's dreams, right? He's seeing these things.
Because in this one, you think that, previously you thought that he's just having a dream. But at the end of this, where he kills a brainless old lady at a party, Buffy's there.
Yes.
And Buffy wakes up and she's also having the same dream. They're dreaming the same
That was
dreams.
cool. I love that idea of having synchronous dreams. Do you guys ever have that with anybody?
Yeah, one time me and a couple of my friends were being haunted by this guy who died in a house fire, a bunch of years ago. He had knives on his fingers, and we had to get together, get into each other's dreams, and learn to fight him back. We became dream warriors. It's not a big deal. You might have seen a movie about it.
It's a cool concept.
Have you not seen Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, I actually haven't seen that.
Oh, so you thought he was just doing a
No,
bit?
I knew it was a thing. I knew he was getting into
You believed me? I'm sorry, that was too loud.
Yeah, no, but I've never seen it. Have you ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, it's too scary.
Yeah, it sounds scary. That sounded terrifying.
I had fun.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
It's a horror movie. I don't know if you know
What,
the
are you my
concept of those. Yeah.
All right, so let's
okay,
keep going.
so-
What happens? Let's wrap this up.
We're not even like halfway through the episode.
Buffy
is the
goes to
thing.
Giles because like, hey, this isn't. I don't like that nobody's believing her that this is actually like there's something magic going on. They're just like, you had a dream? Shut up. It's like we fight demons.
Yeah.
What do you
be that
mean?
big of a
Well,
leap.
you've missed the big part here that Angel shows up at Giles's door
I
and he
did.
imagines
Jenny Calendar
Jenny,
making
right
a comeback.
behind her.
Love her. Good to
Yeah.
see her back.
She's great.
well,
Yeah. Giles is a dick to him, as he should be.
yeah.
Comes out with the crossbow. That was great. The more I see of Giles, the more I like of Giles.
I
Like,
love Giles.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a daddy. Like, he's just.
You understand what we're
he's
seeing
like
now?
daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Like a dad, but also daddy.
He's daddy. He is daddy. He's a MILF hunter. We can all relate to
Giles
Giles.
is like you want to be Giles in this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Angel, who cares? This is the Giles show.
Yeah, because very sheepish Angel. Angel shows up at his door and says like, "Hey, I need your help." Giles like, "All right," and then like walks away. And Angel standing there at the door is like, "You have to invite me in." Giles comes around the corner with a crossbow. He's like, "I know." It's great.
Before this happened, though, Buffy went to Faith's motel room to invite her to Christmas.
Yep.
And then Faith was like, "I have this big party."
Yeah, I would, but this big party
Didn't
I'm going
really-
to.
She's still in that crappy motel.
Mhm.
Yeah. It just made me so sad for her.
Yeah.
Her arc was interesting. I didn't really see that going
Yeah.
the way it did.
Yeah.
But she's brooding and she's got plans for Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
So Jenny is
Super
still
hot out. It's really hot, right?
It's like
That's
in
the
the
other thing about the
70s.
episode. They're all complaining about how hot it is.
How hot is it in California during Christmas?
It can hit the 70s. I got the impression it was more like in the 80s or the 90s, which
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
hot.
They're playing up how hot it is, how even though it's Christmas.
Something spooky's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
on.
Jenny's still haunting Angel, but then she changes into Daniel. I want to show you who you are. She says, Giles tells Buffy that he has seen Angel, and he wanted to know why he's back at this point.
That's kind of the premise of this whole
Yeah.
episode is like, why is Angel here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like while talking to Giles and imagining Jenny, he really freaks out, runs out, and that kind of convinces Giles that something's going on. So he starts looking into it. Back at Angel's place, he's getting tortured by this vision of Jenny/Daniel. Imagines having sex with Buffy, then killing her.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
The guy with no eyes appears again.
mhm.
Giles finds out who is haunting Angel. It's the first.
First. That's what they're called. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the original evil.
Yeah.
Pure evil.
Mhm.
Which
That's
is such
the
a cool
Harbingers.
concept.
Wait, let's go back to the sex scene. There's a sex scene, right, between
Oh,
Buffy
yeah.
and Angel.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
this episode?
They both are dreaming about it at the same time.
Yeah. So this is back in like the 90s when they would have these extensive lovemaking shots.
I kept clicking 10 seconds, 10 seconds,
Oh,
10
you
seconds.
coward.
But back, right? 10
Coward.
seconds
Yes,
back.
Just give me that 10 seconds
Let's do
again.
that one again.
Well, I was like, how long is this going to go? Because
The
it was
roll
like
over
20
move, the
seconds
slow
already.
roll
And I
over
was
move,
like,
that
doop,
was
doop,
big.
doop,
Oh,
doop.
yeah.
It's like, we get it, but they really do like take an extra. There's,
Again, she's a teenager.
Yeah.
PG show, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they established that I guess they're 18. I don't know how they get away with that. But
Yep.
this was big in like the 90s. There were a lot of movies and shows that would do these like extensive lovemaking types of scenes.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Don't really drive the plot. They're just there for
Yeah.
the.
A little over the top. They're something for daddy.
Yeah,
Willow was
exactly.
trying to have sex with Oz, too.
Yeah, and Oz
speaking
doesn't
of it.
want
To
to.
try and make
Which
it
is
up
very,
Class act.
Yeah. Oz is like,
Mm-hmm.
Oz is
Which
a
is very
super nice dude. And also, is it actually a bit? Seth Green's hair is different every episode.
Is that sweet?
What is going on?
It's fun. You don't want to get too
Seth,
comfy.
pick a lane and stay in it, man.
you know
But
what's
it's
also
such a-
funny on the topic of them being like 17? Instead of having wine in like a cooler, they just have a soda.
I
Yeah.
was
And
just
it's-
about to say that. They have like the ice bucket, but instead
Yeah.
of like bottles of wine, there's two
Just like-
bottles of soda.
That's cute. Yeah, because Willow makes it all sexy for Oz. She gets in, like, puts on some music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Barry.
Yeah.
You got the Barry working for you.
Yeah, he can get enough of her love.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Where's the thing?
No, it's off now.
Oh,
That should be a rim shot.
No.
Thank you. There's a funny moment where Buffy goes and once again pleads for help from Giles. Giles is like, all right, I'll help. And then who should show up from around the corner? Xander offers to help too. Yeah! He's gonna help too!
I felt like
And what
Xander
does he
was so
do?
unnecessary in it.
He just screws it up.
He literally comes in, and I thought to myself, that was an awkward way to write that character in just then.
They
It's
just
supposed to
needed
be
him to
traumatic.
be in the episode.
Why?
Yes.
Don't know.
Yeah.
He could have not been in this one.
Not enough Cordelia, way too much Xander.
Well, whenever Xander isn't on screen, all of the characters are pretty much saying like, "Hey, I wonder what Xander's up to." But Buffy and Xander go to Willie's, the demon bar,
Yeah.
to do some interrogating for info.
Willie's the creepster who
Yeah.
was talking
Yes.
about having the girls pose nude. Not a fan.
Nope.
But I like the idea of there being this like vampires bar.
Yeah.
That they
and
want
that
to walk
Willie works
into,
there,
and
and he's not a vampire.
Willie announces like, "Oh, hey,
Yeah.
it's the Slayer, guys! The Slayer's here."
And like,
They
all
all
the
just
vampires
turn
just
around and
leave.
look. Yeah.
It's like sometimes they're fighting her, but sometimes they're just like, ah.
They're like, guys,
I
I,
don't
just
feel
want
like
to
dealing
hang
with
out
it.
today. I just want to grab a beer
We're cool,
after
right?
work.
Yeah.
I don't want to get the Slayer this time.
So anyway, yeah, Willie somehow, what he knows.
He
stuff.
tells them that the Harbingers, all he knows is that they might be underground.
Yeah, because there's a place that everybody is like walking away from. I had this thought too. I was like, oh, good, we're gonna go back into like the ginormous sewers and caverns that are under this town. Just like they have the enormous ceiling ducts. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like, all right, cool. So we get a clue. It's underground. They don't know where.
Mm-hmm.
Xander is like being like oddly partner helpful in this. I felt that was
He's
weird.
trying to.
Yeah, where are we going? It's
He like interrupts Buffy to say like, and yeah, we want to know about the Harbingers too, and like screws it up.
I didn't think he was very funny doing that either.
Nope,
No.
I didn't like the bit.
And then the bit about him being intimidating.
Yeah, Willie pretends. Oh, hey, by the way, I was really scared.
Was that a joke or
Yes.
was
Yeah.
okay?
An
yeah.
obvious lie.
That was supposed to be sarcasm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. Buffy and Joyce are getting ready for Christmas, and Faith shows up, and the party
Yes.
was not fun. It was a drag.
There was never a party. Let's be
There's
real.
no party.
Well, it was
Yes.
kind of a drag.
There is
It's
no
cute.
spoon.
Faith has brought some gifts too.
Mhm.
Buffy brings it up to her room, and wouldn't you know it, behind her door, Angel
Yeah.
appears.
Yep. So where are we on the inviting in and not inviting him in?
I thought
She's
you-
inviting him in again.
I don't remember. Sometime in the season, he must have been invited in again,
Okay.
Yeah.
even though they're broken up. I don't remember.
Probably shouldn't have. He's stalking her.
He's always doing
He's a
that.
watcher.
He's a creep show. Good character, but he's just always watching.
He can watch
Yeah.
me. Yeah, but he's been convinced by the first evil to kill Buffy. So
Yeah.
he goes and part of him's trying to do it. But he fights it off, jumps out the window.
Yeah.
Or-
Jenny's kind of still haunting in the background, telling him to do it.
She wants you
Angel's
to.
freaking out and is like, "Stay away from me." Then he jumps out the window.
Yeah.
He jumps out windows like a lot.
It's his favorite way of exiting.
And it's always in that really like kind of awkward. It's not like, I don't know how you would jump out a window. Cause like, let's be real. If you try to jump out a window,
No, you're getting.
you would die. Well, if you broke through the glass, there's a very
Oh,
good
yeah.
chance it could rip through one of your arteries or something,
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
You'd be a bloody mess.
Maybe.
But he just kind of like throw.
Not me.
Maybe
I
you
don't
would.
know.
They'll
What do you
differ.
think?
No, I have a technique for it.
What is it?
It's
Is it the
pretty
same
much-
same as Angels?
Yeah, he's okay. He's no pro at it, but you pretty much want to go out the window, and the glass you don't want to get in your arteries.
Oh, I've
So
heard that. Yeah.
Buffy goes to Giles, who is found out in the book, nothing can live above or below them. And then she's like, hang on, I know somewhere where nothing could live above. Finds the
Where the
Harbingers,
dead
right?
trees were.
Am I
Yeah.
skipping anything good?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
She goes to where that she just digs underground.
With an axe. She
Yep.
digs through with an axe. Like,
Or
no.
shovel. It was making
No,
shovel noises.
it was an
it
axe.
I think yeah, it was
Oh,
like an
for sure.
axe.
grabs
She's like
an
hacking
axe.
it.
Yeah.
Instead of a shovel. Like, props people. Why are we doing this? Like, it's like that time that Spike got hit in the head with an axe.
Yeah.
He used an
It
axe
just
for
bonked him.
everything. Yeah, and it just glanced off of
Well,
him.
to be fair, like what other tool would be at a tree cutting
A
place?
shovel?
A shovel for what?
For
You're not
whatever.
digging
It's
it
a
up.
shovel. You would have a shovel at a tree farm like that. That's not like a huge leap of faith that
We
there would be a
leap
shovel.
of faith. We find out in the 5th season that Buffy's really good at digging with her bare hands. That's just for the people at home.
So anyway, she gets it, and then she unearths this, like, yes, massive cavern,
hmm
Yeah.
and there they are.
hmm She quips at him a little bit.
Yep.
Breaks
She
up their
finds
spell.
Ghost Jenny too.
More chanting.
Mhm.
Chanting's creepy. Always plays.
Yeah.
And the eyeless people. And then she kills two of them, and then one of them runs away. And I was like, whoa, we're gonna get to see more of this.
Nope. That's
Not
it.
to be.
That's it.
Yeah.
But Angel tells Buffy that they told him to kill her, but he'd rather kill himself.
So he goes out and he's gonna wait for daylight to come.
yeah.
hmm
But then they start fighting. Buffy just like starts knocking him.
Yeah.
Trying to get some sense into him because he's crying. He's like, just this one time, let me be strong.
Yeah.
You know, he
Let
knows
me
that.
die.
Yeah.
He's like, the world wants me gone, and Buffy's like, what about me? Very
Yep.
sweet.
And we haven't really addressed this, but she's trying to get over him. She's trying to
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
move past this relationship. And then it all comes crumbling down. It was
Yep.
like, you know, when you're getting over a breakup, you're like, slowly you're getting out of it. But
Yeah.
like you can relapse yourself
Yep.
Very
pretty
easily.
hard.
She
Yeah.
holds a torch for him. He's got a special part.
And then she, like, as much as she's been trying to, like, you know, see past him. And we've seen
Yeah.
that, actually. You guys did a good job of putting in, like, a couple characters. So we see her earnestly trying to do this.
Yes.
And then she breaks down. And I will say, although I didn't love the episode, I thought that was Buffy's best monologue.
It's up there for sure.
I hate that you can hurt me so much. That was a really good line. I was like, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
That's what love is. It's like, I hate that you can hurt me so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's crying. I'm there. I'm with them. I'm like, Buffy. And I know, oh, you fool. Because he's not for you. Because his contract's going to get too big next season. So
They can't
we
pay
shouldn't
him
get
enough.
attached. The sun ends up not coming up. It
Yeah.
snows.
Right.
It snows.
Because the curse has been broken.
Yeah. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a miracle. We don't know any kind of what magic
I
caused
felt
this,
like there
but-
was a correlation with the first and the heat wave. And so once she vanquished them,
Mhm.
it got cold.
Okay.
That's how I like to think about it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I also like to think about how they were like on the cusp of daylight because Angel could smell it. He could
Mhm.
smell the daylight. I liked that.
Yep.
But then
Yeah.
they just decided to go for a walk through the town.
Yep.
Whatever, sunlight.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's a miracle.
The weatherman did. There was a throwaway line though. The weatherman was like, "It's going to be cloudy all day, so you don't feel like you're going to go anywhere.
You're
So I
not
guess
gonna see the sun
vampires
all
can
day.
walk
Yeah.
out on cloudy days.
Yep.
That's gray area with vampire lore, right? Like, can you walk outside if it's cloudy
Like
or if there's like a
overcast?
haze? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it probably doesn't feel great. We see a lot of them like outside with like cloths on their head. Sometimes that's enough.
Yeah, like,
Sometimes
we saw
they're
that
on
one
fire.
girl come in, then she threw it off and she
Right.
Yeah.
burned alive.
Yeah.
The Strain had a plot line. Did you ever watch The Strain? Vampire show. It's good. And they set off a nuclear bomb at one point, and
Yeah.
it creates this haze, and they all can now go out during the day. It was cool.
Yeah.
I liked that part.
That is cool.
Strain, if you like vampire shows, The Strain. Produced by my friend Corey Bird. Hey, Corey.
Really?
Real, yeah, true story.
Wow. Okay.
Corey and I worked at ABC together behind a desk. We worked for the same guy.
But yeah, great scene. I love the it's snowing in Southern California. Gets a little shout out from Cordelia and Angel at the show at a certain point. Just such a sweet scene. Hits me really hard. I think it's even a good episode, but you know.
It was a good episode. It was just the least good of all these good ones.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a great
Do
crop.
you think just the least good of all of these 3 that we've shown you? in
Definitely
this
the least good of all 3 of these.
Okay.
And it
Bright
might
lights
be
cast
my
dark
least-
shadows.
I think it might be the worst episode of
Yeah.
all of them. But
Oh.
again, that I've seen. But
Yeah.
again, like I don't know. I don't think about it in terms of worst.
Do you think this helped build the story?
Yeah, because it sets up. Well, we see some of Faith.
Mhm.
I could use a little more Mr. Trick because he came and went,
Real
as
quick.
we will see in what was it, Consequences.
Yeah, and consequences.
And I was like, well, who's the big bad? And so they were kind of like setting up the mayor. He's getting more play.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked the mayor
Yeah.
as a character. I think he was
I'm glad.
funny. He reminded me of the dad from Home Alone.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of sleazy, super powerful. He's got like the whole world working out. Sunnydale's a great place.
But he's like such an old fashioned guy. He's very, all right, guys, and let's watch the swearing.
Yeah.
You know, I love him.
Is a deputy mayor a real thing?
In some
I
places.
think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deputy mayor?
Yeah.
Never heard of it before.
Not a real thing here anymore, considering what happened just before the events of season 3, episode 15, Consequences.
Good lead-in.
That was really good.
Were we done talking about a mess?
Yeah, no, that's great. Guys, we're flowing. This is good. I feel like this is like a real podcast.
Wow. We finally have a real podcast.
Might have a formula here.
This one, interesting just before we get into it. Directed by Michael Gershman, who has been the cinematographer for a bunch of
Okay.
previous episodes.
Oh.
Winds up directing, I think, the first episode of Buffy to win an Emmy.
Which episode was that?
Hush.
Hush.
He
We'll
won
get
an
to
Emmy
He won an Emmy for outstanding cinematography.
for
But
that episode.
This is the first episode he directs, and I think there's some great directing choices in this episode.
You'll get to see Hush too.
All right, great. Like what? What great directing choices?
So I love how when it opens, we get a summary from Maxine. Nothing's coming out to mind, but while I was watching it, I was like, I
See,
feel
I've
like
always
there's
felt like directors have, and they say this, like in a movie, directors have the most power,
Mhm.
but in a television show, it's the writers who have the power. Yeah. So I'm always curious about like, what are the directorial decisions that you make? Because it seems, and again, I'm speaking out of a lot of ignorance here. I mean, I've been on sets, but
a lot less ignorance than
I think
us.
the director has less control over it. They say there's 3 times that you make a movie or a film: when you write it, when you film it, and when you edit it.
Yeah.
So the director, I guess, is making some of the editing decisions and the cuts on the editing
Mhm.
and frames.
I think in TV shows too, they all more or less all the episodes have to look the same in some way, right?
Yeah,
so the
for
director
sure.
can't really have full control.
Well, your cinematographer would be the one that's really kind of like
yeah.
tight to the vest on that.
Yeah.
And obviously there's different challenges, but stylistically, yeah, you wouldn't really want to depart unless you did, and it was a creative choice. But
Yep,
I
which
don't think a
happens.
director is doing a ton of actual work with the actors, I guess is what I'm saying, on television compared to on film.
Yeah.
Because on film, you're just in way more control of it. In television, they have to say those lines. Like there's only so much that we can bend outside of the moment.
Right.
And how much ad-libbing do you think, Sarah Michelle Gellar's doing and why?
Right.
on a weekly TV show. It's
Yeah,
like, well, we
this is
have the
like
plan.
work.
We
this
have
is
to
9
stick
to
to
5.
It.
This is week, 18 or whatever it is. on
Your
the job.
auteur vision can't
and
necessarily take
and it is like
priority.
very 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm just glad Buffy doesn't have bangs anymore.
Me
that was
too.
nice.
They grew out
Yeah,
in the
thank
5
God.
episodes.
And there's a murder.
There is a murder. Faith has killed someone
Mm-hmm.
and disposed of the body.
Catch me up a little bit. I want to hear a little more about like, was this deputy mayor guy like a thing? Why did they murder him? I didn't really get a reason for like.
You got all of the context that there is.
So they're just fighting a bunch of vampires. This dude happens to be there, and Faith stabs
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
thinking
And it was
he's
an
a
accident,
vampire, but he dies.
Yeah, Buffy and Faith were out slaying. They've been getting closer. Faith was teaching Buffy to kind of let loose and like party and kind of enjoy being a slayer.
Okay.
But
they're
how does that
slaying all
night
right.
end? But she turns a corner really quick, sees the deputy mayor, stabs him in the chest, and he bleeds out and dies.
While they're fighting other vampires. It was
Yeah.
it felt like it was very much in the moment of
No.
it all. Oh.
No, it was kind of in the come down. I mean, you don't see it. This is your perspective.
Yeah, I know I missed it.
without having seen
I got
the
a little
episode.
trailer snippet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the
I
beginning.
like there's a nod in this where, and this is that's all the information we have about this. There's a point where the mayor's like, was he going to the Slayers to like tell them what I'm up to as like the big bad guy?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know what he's up to.
Dude's dead
He
as
says
hell.
he's up to something.
Yeah. There's a good analogy in actually the opening of this episode where Buffy she's dreaming. She's trying to swim out. She is coming up. Someone's grabbing her down, trying to pull her down, but she finally breaks free, tries to go back up. Faith is there, pushes her back in.
Yeah, head back underwater. That was cold.
Mhm.
A sign
Yeah.
of things to come, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Faith has a watcher, new watcher, Wesley.
Yeah, this guy's
Wesley.
a tool. Not a fan.
Well, he
He doesn't make a good first impression.
So he
Major
shows
character
up.
in Angel,
Okay.
Wesley Wyndham Price.
Yeah, he shows up. Oh, okay. So him and Cordelia become a thing over there on Angel, I suppose.
Not really.
well,
He
okay.
has a different love interest in that show.
Okay. Well, anyway, Wesley, so he just shows up and he's now Faith's watcher.
Yeah.
And he also, like, Giles is fired?
Buffy quit. That's something you don't get to
Oh.
see. But Buffy quit the Watcher Council, so
Oh.
that puts Giles out of a job as well. So they're both kind of like out.
But Giles
Oh.
is fully like a teacher, like a librarian.
He's also a librarian. Yeah, we finally see him do a librarian thing in this episode.
Cordelia walks in while everyone is.
yeah.
And she's like, "Can I just get a book?"
I need a book.
Can-
And you teach psychology.
I was blown away by that. I was like, wait, what? He actually is going to do this?
Yeah.
He stamps it and everything.
That's incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
but when Cordelia walks into the library, sees everyone there, she sees Wesley and is like, Giles 2.0, a carbon copy of Giles. But Wesley is like really into Cordelia, which is like, that is fucking weird.
I want
Again,
to say
he's-
their
Yeah.
real life age difference is 4 years. So
4
not
years?
crazy. Yes.
Okay.
It
So
did
I
look-
think Wesley
yeah.
comes off like a really way too young to be in the Watcher Council, and Cordelia, especially in this episode with like the fake tan and everything that she has going on
Yeah.
these last couple episodes, she comes off way too old. No offense, she does not look like a high school student at
no,
all.
not at all. And
So
like,
it doesn't
I think,
feel that weird.
Yeah, I don't know. The setting it up in high school is a weird
Yeah.
place. Like,
Yeah.
set them up in college. Everything plays way better if they were in college instead
You
of in
would
high
think.
school. Like living with mom and stuff. It would have been more interesting. Hey, people who are remaking Buffy, set them in college. It'd be a whole different set of challenges that you could explore.
You would think.
Okay? That's my note.
Well, you'll see in the upcoming seasons.
Well, we get
No.
into the college years, right? Because we
You
finished with
won't.
graduation part 2.
No, we're like skipping I hate the college. The college arc of Buffy is.
Okay.
Well, they go to
Focus
college.
there,
They go to
remake.
college eventually. we
Yeah,
won't
I'm-
see a lot of it.
All right, whatever.
But
I'm
they go to
interested in it.
college.
Yeah, because we're going to... Anyway, let's get back to
Right.
this
Wes-
consequences. episode.
Wesley's
Faith-
telling them
We're
to
getting
look
to
into.
graduation.
Yeah.
Wesley's telling them to look into the deputy mayor's death.
Yes.
Yes.
Faith confronts Buffy about ratting her out and says if she outs her, she's going to tell everyone that Buffy did it. And
Yes.
Buffy, is going through some turmoil of like,
Yep.
we killed an actual person.
Yeah.
You don't seem to understand that. But
She's very cool with it.
yeah,
she
Faith is like,
justifies it.
name of the game. It
Yeah.
happens all the time.
I mean,
Who
I kind of
cares?
see her point. There would be probably a collateral damage here or there.
Yeah. And Giles calls that out later.
That was cool that he did that.
He's like, you're fighting a nightly war.
Yeah.
These kind of things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense when later Wesley is like arresting Faith. It's like, I thought Giles said this stuff happened. But
like, what's the line? Do you think it's because she lied about it?
that's what I was kind of
yeah.
thinking, is that like she was putting it off, she was lying. I think that it's high profile. Maybe they just need to like do some investigating into it.
Yeah.
Grand jury type shit. Sorry.
I don't know. He bumped. Yeah, we'll get to that because that's in the next episode
Right.
where he busts in and wait. I have
Right.
thoughts on what's up with Angel, but
Right. Well, Angel right now is doing like detective work. Which
Yeah,
again,
Angel is watching the investigation of where the murder is
Yes.
happened right now.
doing some more
Just
watching.
doing some more
Angel
watching.
loves to watch. Loved also how so they dumped the body. Right. They
Right.
waited and dumped the body. I guess I didn't see that part.
No,
Then-
they don't show it.
They didn't go back later to clean the blood off the dumpster.
Nope,
they
they
were
just
just
left
like, leave it. And then, of course, the police dragged the body up. So now there's a body. So we have
We
problems
never
in
said Faith was
Sunnydale.
good at hiding bodies. She's not good
Okay.
at committing crimes.
She had
I
all the
guess.
confidence, but
seriously?
none of the competence.
Come on. If you weighted down a body and you just rode out to the ocean for like 30 minutes, not even that long, and then you just dropped it, they'd never find it.
You're right.
Have you done
mean-
that before?
I'm just saying logically. Have you ever been on the ocean? No, I haven't. Just to be clear, I've never done it. But
I've never done it, but this is how I
you
would
could
do
get rid
it.
of a body so easily. I mean,
Yep.
I won't do that. I don't want to do that. I never hope.
What's the statute
But
of
I think
limitations?
about it.
Can we talk
But
about
like,
How would I do
realistically,
it?
You would never find. Anyway, they find it.
Maxine, cut all this,
Sunnydale has the best cops ever.
Yeah, they find it like right away.
Yeah.
It's like the
They
next
find
day.
it the
It's
next
crazy.
day, pretty much.
Or the same day, I guess.
These like these are real crackpot detectives.
But the mayor
Huge
is like,
vampire problem, but we can recover a body.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
well, they don't give a shit about the vampires. They're like, we're gonna let
But
this go.
people are the vampires, right? There's a bunch of missing people in Sunnydale, or like
Right.
half vampire. I don't know. This thing needed to go full True Blood, I think, where like the vampires are just like an acknowledged part and like
Yeah.
nuisance that you'd have to deal with. Like,
Yeah.
on
This
a
is
nightly
before
basis.
like the mayor would even know that his deputy mayor was killed.
If Buffy was a really good person, she would have trained all the other citizens of Sunnydale how to defend themselves, like Buffy does.
Well,
Batman
so she's
would
not
fund
the only Slayer.
social services.
Yeah,
you're right.
Batman, exactly.
well, in
The Batman
graduation, we
problem.
get a little bit of that.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
But the mayor
get
right
to
now is trying to cheer himself up after the deputy mayor.
That was a great scene.
And he's like, he's using the shredder. He's like, this usually works.
It usually cheers me up. I love that. I think I want a shredder now to do that.
It's fun.
I bet it is.
I don't know. The couple times I've used it, it's like when it jams, it's
shredding?
like just ruins all the fun I'm having. Then I clear the jam and I start shredding. I'm like, yeah.
Shredding looks like it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
No, I've actually never really done any shredding.
They're like $15 at Staples.
I should,
Yeah, just buy
I
one
should
for
get
fun.
a shredder. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You're going to work in an
Casting
office.
spells
Yeah.
and getting shredders.
You're gonna be sailing high next week.
Mr. Trick is in this episode. I
Mr. Trick
like
is in this
Mr.
episode
Trick.
with the mayor.
He's
They're
working with
working
the mayor.
together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They know that, how Buffy is the murderer, Faith is the murderer. They're trying to go out and get her.
The coroner's report showed that it was a wooden stake that was driven
Yeah.
into his heart.
Yeah.
And what we didn't say, but all the stuff that he's shredding is evidence of the crimes and like the conspiracy that
Yeah.
the mayor is doing.
But we're not really sure what he's working on. I'm
That's
not
what we're
sure,
saying?
but he's working with Mr.
Yeah.
Trick.
Yeah.
Mr. Trick's not turning him into a vampire. Mr. Trick's so cool.
Yeah.
Every time he's on,
Great outfits.
his outfits,
Great
the way that
attitude.
he was acting. Who was the actor who plays him?
I don't know.
We should do ourselves the
I'm not
service.
an actors guy. I hate actors. I hate names.
His name is K. Todd Freeman.
Yeah. Good job, K. Todd. He was a good character. I really enjoyed him. And all the times. Except they really add a lot of like wolf and animal sounds when he's vampire mode. I noticed that
Right.
they seem to go a bit overboard
Yeah.
at the end there during the fight.
Yeah.
It's just all wolf sounds. And I'm like, okay, I guess.
I didn't notice the difference.
Oh yeah. It was like I thought pretty heavy handed on it. So
Well, right now, Buffy and Faith are going into the mayor's office after hours to try and look for these files, but they can't find anything because they just shredded them all. They see the mayor and Mr. Trick in the hallway, and that's how they discover that the mayor is evil.
yeah. Although he was kind of swarmy to begin with. You kind of
Yeah, but Buffy didn't know that yet,
Yeah.
right?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't think the gang knew that
And
yet.
Faith is still not like coming to terms with the murder. So
No.
they keep having a fight about this.
Yeah, so Buffy is still feeling guilty about it. Faith is like,
9 times out of 10, the face that they're showing you is not the real one.
Yeah.
She's like, she doesn't believe in people, really.
yeah.
Very cynical.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Kind of true.
Detective Mustache grills both of them
Yeah.
separately.
We have a nice interplay scene where
Mhm.
he asks the question to one of them, she answers, then he asks another question, and they cut to the next actress.
Gets
there.
a different answer about something that they said that they were together on. It was like one person says they were watching movies, the other one was like, oh, infomercials. And he's like, I don't know.
Mm,
You know, Angel's watching all of that. Again, we're getting Detective Angel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shadows of his series.
If you're going to commit a crime, you got to get the story
Get the
straight.
story straight.
Yeah.
In my experience.
Yeah.
Cut all this?
This is not incriminating, right? Or is it? This could
What's
be
the statute
murder?
of limitation
What?
on crime?
I don't know. Basic was a good movie about coordinated lying. If you've never seen it and you like military mystery films starring John Travolta and Connie Nielsen,
Just reference one movie that we've seen.
I know you haven't seen any of these. That's why I'm just dropping them, you know.
No, just give me one so that I can feel like I've seen movies.
Just like Band Candy. We're going to watch that one, right?
Well, Buffy is still feeling guilty about it. She goes to Willow. She confesses everything. She has like a breakdown about it.
That was nice. I think that like that's a good thing, right? When you don't know where to go, start with a best friend. Sometimes that's even better than a parent.
But Willow didn't really feel like a best friend at that point. She
No.
was.
I see them as being best friends because I knew that there was a lot of like stuff that's been happening. Their
Yeah.
relationship is clearly different.
Mhm.
But I also, Willow's like best friend for life
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Buffy.
Willow
it
was
seems.
getting ready to call when Buffy shows up. Was getting ready to call her out for being so distant, and she says something,
Yeah.
you know, about like I haven't, you know, you haven't really felt like a friend lately. Buffy breaks down
Yeah.
crying. And was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I don't know my own strength.
That was great. Yeah. Willow's a great character.
Yeah.
Allison Hannigan, she's well written, and Allison Hannigan does a great job
Great
playing her.
performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
Buffy
don't
is
know my own strength. That was a great line.
So funny.
Buffy is still feeling guilty. So, you know, she has told Willow. She goes to Giles, tell her what happened. Faith is already there, and Giles is like, get in my office. Because Faith has told Giles that Buffy was the one who did it.
Giles is pretending to believe it, which like is breaking Buffy's heart.
Yeah.
Gets her alone and is like, I know she's lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the gang is discussing how to catch Faith. Faith and Xander have slept together
Yeah.
at this point.
Come on.
Yeah.
I was like, seriously?
Yep.
But
great.
Willow's torn up about this. She's crying, whatever.
Wait, and then doesn't Wyndham, is that his name?
Wesley.
Wesley Wyndham Price.
Over here.
Doesn't he overhear and
Yeah.
places a call?
Yeah.
It's
To the
what's
Watcher
code
Council.
word?
Yep.
The code word. It's like
Oh, monkey.
monkey? Whatever spelling. Like, just put him on.
Yep.
I love that. So we don't know who he's calling, but he's like calling the powers
Yeah.
that be, I guess.
And then Xander is like, I can be the one to go talk to Faith and
Yeah.
get her out of
And
it.
that's when they all find out that they slept together,
Yeah.
which I was like, I don't believe it. And then Willow's crying in the bathroom. Is that because she's still hung up on Xander?
Yep.
That was such a poor decision. Like,
Yeah.
cut that.
Yep. It was
Because
just to like show everybody being
Where
sad.
are we with Oz and Willow, right? Is this thing going? And then she's also, it's like this is just bad writing. Because that
Yeah.
would be a completely psychotic person who would not just have a dichotomy of feeling, but would be
Yeah.
dichotomous in every aspect of her life. And she is the most consistent, steady person. This makes no sense for her. More reasons to not hate or to hate on Xander. Sorry, but like, yeah.
Yep.
I didn't get that at all. I was like, what the F are we doing here?
I'll just best will in the world, and as I'm always the person playing devil's advocate for the bad stuff in this show, teenagers are like that. I don't want to see it on screen, but teens can be that way.
Yeah.
Even though like I'm over him, but like still,
I
that
guess.
hurts to
I
hear.
don't know.
The thing that annoyed me the most about this scene, and yeah, Xander Willow stuff, she keeps the door open
Well,
in the
crying
bathroom
in
while
the
she's
bathroom.
crying. And it's like, girl, I've been there too. Close that. Get some
stall.
privacy.
It was like almost just so the camera could come in. It was like a cinematography choice.
in
but,
my
like,
mind, that was the stall was closed. I don't.
No,
really
it was
it was
open.
Oh yeah, because they needed to get the camera shot. That's bad cinematography. That's bad directing.
That's
That's
what I
bad
was saying.
directing. You choose that shot.
Way
Okay.
to go, Michael Gershman.
And you liked
Yeah,
him?
get his ass.
Ah, I don't care if you have an Emmy. I'll call that out. All right. Anyway.
Xander is at Faith's motel.
Yeah, Xander's a whore.
Well, Faith gets real
Say
rapey.
Xander's a whore.
Yeah.
The
he
hell?
is.
Yeah.
He's going over.
Jesus.
Gonna go
Sorry.
console her. I'll get it out of her.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he
she
doesn't
gets
want
into
to.
it.
Well, he doesn't want to sleep with her.
No.
He
No,
very
no.
clearly is like, I don't want to do this, but
Yeah,
she
all
gets real rapey and, ends up just trying to kill him instead. Gets
Yep.
him on the bed, tries to choke him out. But Angel is still in investigator mode, so
Yeah.
he's there
Shows
for some
up
reason.
with a bat and clubs her in the face.
Yep.
It's like if you did that to somebody, if a grown man hit a woman with a full-on baseball swing. I know these like slayers are tough, but she's just got like a little bruising.
Yeah.
That's like, you would have crushed her skull. It doesn't take multiple hits.
It was
to, like,
vampire strength. She's
Yeah.
out for like half an hour or so,
He
enough
goes
time to
in
go get
full
tied up.
and then
Right.
She has brain damage.
cut to black.
And she doesn't even go to a coma in this episode. No.
The Walking
been
Dead.
building
Yeah,
up.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's just she's had a few head injuries.
She was due.
Yeah. Well, it cuts to Angel having her chained up.
Yep.
Yeah, bad copper nerve.
Which also, did Angel like fall out of heaven and land in a mansion? He went from being
That's-
in this like crappy little room, and now he's in this like.
Do you know what that mansion is?
No, I don't.
That was Spike and Drusilla's old mansion. that they're in.
Oh.
That's where the season finale of season 2 took place.
Okay.
He just hermit
He
crabbed
just
his way
took
in there.
it. I miss Spike and Drew.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
say that. I hope I
Sorry.
see them again. Fuck.
That's Lover's Walk deals with Spike and Drew.
Oh,
But we skipped that episode because it also deals with
Xander
Willow
and
and
Willow.
Xander.
interesting.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
Sorry. The mayor is watching the security camera while this is happening. He catches Faith and Buffy. So he knows what's up now. Angel is trying to kind of relate to Faith.
Mhm.
And
Trying
he's
to
like,
save Faith.
yeah.
Mhm.
He's like, I know what it's like to kill someone. And he tells her that she's being just like him. But then he found out there are good people in the world. AKA the
Starting to get
Scooby
through
Gang.
to her.
Yeah.
Starting to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the Watchers come in, break down. Are they through a window, through
They
a
just
door?
kick the
Like
door
they just
open.
kick the door open
Yeah. They
of
mean
that
business.
mansion.
Yep.
Put a net on Angel, which is enough, I guess. He's
That
out
was
of
the
commission.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the crucifix thing they play
Yes.
with a little bit, and it's kind of inconsistent because there's like they'll show him the crucifix and nothing happens. There's no sound effect. He just acts and reacts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like it
He doesn't even make a
stinks.
noise.
Yeah.
It's just like. But then later in Graduation Part 2,
Mm-hmm.
when they're forming up in that army, he shows up with a bunch of humans and he's like leading the pack, and there's a guy right behind him with a crucifix. And I'm like, what's going on here? I don't like that.
A little inconsistent.
I want consistency.
Sorry.
So somehow they apprehend Angel. They throw a net over him, and like
Yeah.
that just like does him in.
And they
take Willow.
They don't take
Faith.
Willow.
Or,
They take Faith.
Sorry, Faith. Out of the frying pan into the fryer for old Faith there. She
Yeah.
gets unchained and then immediately rechained.
The Watcher is like, you can't keep running.
And she's like, no, I got other plans.
Like, I gotta
So
get
she's
out of
gonna-
here.
In the
She's
paddy
getting
wagon.
transported in a van. This is a point where I was like, wow, Wesley, you're a bad
Yep.
negotiator.
Yeah.
Because this is just some hired stiff that like, you're going to let her go because of this guy so he could save his life? I don't know.
Nope.
Also, I don't think she can crush. I mean, she does seem pretty indestructible.
Because her legs aren't chained up. She's got very loose like hand chains.
So she
just
kicks the guard
kicks
and
the
then
guard.
puts him her foot on top of his head. And she's like, let me go or I'm going to squash his head like a grape.
Yeah.
My father used to say that to me when I was a kid.
What
He did
the
what to you?
hell?
He would
He-
say, I will squash your head like a grape.
Oh, in like a funny
Yeah,
way?
like yeah.
Okay.
I
Not
thought,
like in an abusive way.
like, hold on.
You just got threatened. Oh
This
my
thing's
god.
on, right?
Explains
Yeah, it's a
lot.
podcast. I'm not going to talk about dark family issues like
Maxine,
that.
cut this.
It's not that real. I'll crush you like a bug. He would say things like
Yeah,
that,
that's
like in an
cute.
Arnold voice. It
You
was,
gotta
yeah.
put the inflection
My
on.
dad's a good guy. Love you, Dad.
Faith does not
Good guy.
say
I
it
want to go
like
on record
that.
and say
Faith
that.
doesn't say it like that. She is
I'm gonna
about
start
I'll
to.
crush his head. But she does say, I'll crush it like a grape
Yeah.
or something.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's like, okay. So
Yeah.
he unhooks her. She kicks out, jumps out of the back of the moving van. Apparently the van driver thinks all's good. He doesn't hear any of this happening.
You good back there?
And
I'm
then-
gonna keep going.
And then Wesley doesn't jump out
Yeah.
after her.
Right.
He just lets her go.
And, while this whole thing is happening, Buffy finds Angel. She gets him out of there. Josh is talking about, the Watchers Council is going to take her back to England, but she already is out of there. And then at the end of this, she got out of the van. She's kind of running.
She just like makes off, and then Buffy finds out, or Wesley comes in and tells them, "Well, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
find her because
Yep.
she's
So Buffy
she's
goes
at
and
large."
finds her, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes,
they're
at the
like,
docks.
it felt like they just needed to have a fight scene at the end. They're
Yeah.
like, wait, we haven't fought yet. So Kung Fu time. They're walking along the pier.
They kung fu the vampires.
She's about to get back, and then like a random crate, a crane is being operated in the middle of
Just
the night.
falls on Buffy.
No,
Falls
it's not-
on Buffy.
It was Mr. Trick was doing that.
Yeah,
to
no, I
take
got
Buffy.
that.
Okay.
But like apparently they didn't hear the thing, and like,
Yeah.
it was the middle of the
Buffy
night.
didn't
Nobody
have
thought it was weird.
time
But there
to
was like a
react.
crane just.
Yeah.
So crane falls on Buffy.
Buffy's unconscious. She's like stuck under this box.
Can't get off.
Yeah.
Super strong girl, but like that is one heavy organ. So it's
The organ.
It's 1-on-5, Faith versus all these vampires.
Yes.
Time for some kung fu.
But Buffy gets out eventually, and she's attacked by Mr. Trick.
Yep.
Then Faith comes out
Has
from
a
behind
very-
him and
A line that I
Stabs him in the
don't
back.
like.
What?
What Mr. Trick says when he's about to fight the Slayer.
I
What'd he
hear
say?
that once you go Slayer, you never go back.
Yeah.
didn't like that.
Okay. Didn't give you any.
Oh,
okay.
I mean, like obviously there's a well-known expression
Right.
about it, but like
it felt a little bad.
he
to
is
me, but-
black, and so he can
Yeah,
say that.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I was thinking
And
too.
it was
is that
like
it's-
I don't know. I'm the cis white guy on the show though,
But
so
Faith's-
I'm very not often offended by anything, and don't see how other people
That's-
could be.
that's
my
a better
fault,
way to go
you
through
know?
life, honestly. But Faith saves Buffy,
Yeah.
stabs Mr. Trick. Bye,
Yeah.
Mr. Trick.
Yeah, and I was bummed. I was like, I want more Mr. Trick. Like,
Well, the mayor's new right-hand man is going to be Faith when
Yeah.
she goes and confronts him after
so I
everything
didn't really
has happened.
understand that twist. That like now Faith is just like a bad person,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
She got set up by she's been telling herself that like I don't belong here already. Doesn't accept having friends, and then like having the Watchers Council like go after her, and her being wanted for murder and everything. She's like, well, I really can't go back to these people.
I
Who
guess
are my
like the
friends.
part with Wesley being her watcher,
Mhm.
I was kind of lost on, and like I thought Buffy was still. I don't know. I didn't think the organization was that big a thing. I mean, obviously Buffy still has to fight vampires. I didn't think that like
Yeah.
that was gonna just stop.
It's part of like what we don't see a lot of with these episodes, but the Watcher Council and Faith is a story of like her being let down by the system.
Well, and
you
like
know?
that's the interesting thing is that looking back on this and only getting to watch 10 episodes over 3 seasons, the moment where Wesley like betrays Faith, walks in and handcuffs her,
Mhm.
that should have been a way big. That's the climax of this episode is that he betrays her, and after that,
Yeah.
she's like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Right.
But instead, like her and Buffy team up, so it gets kind of confusing. And like that moment was very, very small
Mhm.
in the context now, knowing about like the relationships that they all have.
Yeah.
And Faith's transformation to become a villain now didn't really land for me.
felt a little quick.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
get we're just kind of moving through it, so that's how it's going to be. But you could have acted in that moment and said, this needs to be a big thing for you, right? Like you're going to be a different type of person now.
Yeah.
And it didn't really happen. So
Oh, you think it was a performance thing?
I think you could have directed it better. I do. I think that Faith should have had a bigger like moment of like,
You're right.
fuck this, I'm done.
Because it's a very powerful story of like what happens when
Betrayal.
there's like
Being
a
let
bad
down by the system.
guidance counselor, bad teacher, or something like that. It's like, yeah, that's one person who's bad at their job. But think about the futures that do get like, you know,
And
kind
Wesley
of ruined.
should kind of
in
be a
situations.
villain for this,
Yes.
right? Of like betraying
But
her
he's not.
and like
He's just
letting her down. But he's
young
not
and
at all.
bad at his
He's just
job.
like, okay, like he's gonna be a bit character, and we're gonna give him like a
He's comic
spin-off
relief
role.
almost when
Yeah.
he did. Like he's the crux by which this all changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tragic.
Graduation Day Part 2.
Yeah.
More Cordelia.
More Cordelia.
I need more Cordelia. Every
More
time she
Cordelia.
shows up, she looks better and better. It's like,
Oh.
I know, and now she's gonna be gone. I'll miss you. She kicks it off, right? I don't know. That's my first note that I have about the show.
Well,
no, not this episode. This episode opens a little different. A little different. It's showtime. Buffy stabbing Faith.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Would have liked to see more Cordelia, but yeah, no,
I do want to say something. Between these two episodes, there was some really important shit that happened. I mentioned Columbine earlier, and we talked
Yeah.
a lot about like the violence and sex in this show.
And we talked about a lot about school shootings in
Yes,
the show
we
too.
have.
There is an episode that dealt with a school shooting. I won't describe it too much, but it kind of has a lot of school shooting imagery. It was supposed to air a week before Columbine, or a week after. I keep doing that.
Columbine.
A week after Columbine.
Yeah.
So that episode just gets not canned, but they wind up airing it like this. The season finale for this is in July. They finally end up airing that episode that they postponed in September.
Wow.
It's still considered part of season 3, but it's got shunted out of.
How
out
did
of
they
air.
do that?
Don't know because it's before season 4. It would have been in between seasons that they aired it. I don't really
Were
know.
they
how that
just
worked
like,
anymore.
this is actually supposed to go right here?
On the
did they tell
DVDs,
the
it's right
viewers?
where it's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, so this episode catches a lot of flack because we'll get to it, but there's a lot of
Graduation Day does.
graduation day, yeah.
Oh,
Because there's this image of
interesting.
a bunch of students at school. There's a mass tragedy that a lot of students die kind of unceremoniously. All of the students have like weapons, guns, and axes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they deal with, like we've talked about, a lot of really heavy, loaded imagery with not always the most deft hand.
Yeah.
And there was huge backlash for this episode
For this episode.
specifically.
You know, and we've been talking about some of the things that are just like, this is just not good storytelling. Like,
Yeah.
you can make something very successful and not be perfect at it.
Yeah.
I would argue that the bar was kind of low for their abilities. Like, for this to be a nationally shown show, this is as good as it gets. You're in the major leagues.
Yeah.
And you're making these types of mistakes. You're having these types of blunders. I know for a fact that shows weren't being made so far ahead of schedule that you couldn't have easily changed the setting of this final scene. And if they had been in a park, nobody would have had a problem.
Right.
And I didn't understand why they were. I mean, I get like everything's revolving around the high school, but that was a note that I had is like, boy, this high school has seen a lot of shit.
It's where the Hellmouth is. So it's like they've set it up to do it there.
Yeah,
They
but you
easily
don't
could have
have
written
to.
around it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's what I'm just saying is that Columbine was a turning point for all this where it's like you used to be able to get away with a lot more of this stuff. Buffy winds up just kind of catching the brunt of it, where there are lots of violent shows on television.
Yeah, we've talked about that for
Yeah.
children too.
Well,
Yeah.
I think it was specifically because of the mass shooting
Right.
episode that they got a little more critical about it
Well,
than the other shows.
Which would have aired after this one, which they also got a lot of criticism
Yeah.
for.
I don't even know why you would air that at all. If
Yeah,
you had a
just
show
can
that
the
was
episode.
dealing with
Can
that.
it. And it's not a good
just be like,
episode.
we're not going to show this. Now I really
really-
want to watch it, but I don't
Sure.
have to because it's
You-
machete order.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Well, guess what for
so
next
Angel is hurt. He's been shot with a poison arrow
Yes.
by Faith. So Faith's
Yes.
full baddie now.
yeah.
And the gang is taking care of Angel and they're taking
Yes.
turns.
Yes.
yes.
Which is funny.
Yeah. There's a great line from Oz in this.
where Willow is taking care
He
of
thought
Angel.
that I was Buffy and Oz is like, oh, you too, huh? I like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
The mayor and Faith have like a father-daughter kind of
Yeah.
relationship
He
right
really
now.
seems
He
to
really
care
cares
about
about
her.
her.
Yeah.
She's got a nicer apartment. You see that?
He
Yeah.
gave her the
Yeah, I
apartment.
figured.
And that knife that she ends up getting stabbed with by
He gave
Buffy.
her that. See,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of. So the mayor was being genuine with his feelings for her.
Oh, yeah.
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 Big time.
And the mayor's like this entire time. How much do we know about the Ascension? Because that's the big thing that we're planning towards.
That's all in part 1. You don't. So you
Okay.
didn't get a lot of detail
So what's
about
the
what
mayor's
the Ascension is.
role with like? Is Faith a bad slayer for like the arc from where she walks into his office at the end of Consequences?
Yes.
Yes.
So what's she doing that's bad?
Just working with him.
But like
Yeah.
to do what?
Throughout the season, between throughout the entirety of the season, we see him like gathering reagents, stuff that he needs to perform the ascension. He's like getting more
Okay.
powerful. He became invulnerable at a certain point. Is why no one's just killing him outright before this.
Okay.
He gets his head split open and it just magically heals back
Oh,
together.
wow. Okay.
Faith is
so we
helping
know
him
that
with
he's
all
like a demon.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, big
Well,
time.
that's okay.
You know, and I knew you wouldn't get, and I don't know that it's specifically called out
I
too
don't
much.
think it is.
That they graduation speech, he's announced as Richard Wilkins III. And
Yeah.
he talks about like the founding of Sunnydale. He's been there from the beginning. It's always been
Oh.
Richard Wilkins.
Okay.
That's just a cute little thing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this guy, he made a joke about how he'd been writing the speech for 100 years. And I was
Yes.
like, all right, so this guy's like bad.
Yeah.
So he's like a sorcerer, kind of.
Yeah.
He's like conjured himself
Yes,
into this
essentially.
thing, and he's in cahoots with the vampires.
Lich kind of thing. A sorcerer who's, and part demon who's trying to perform this big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But while this is happening, the gang is in the library once again.
Always in the library.
Wesley is leaving. He's leaving the country because, the fight. Buffy has quit the council, but Cordelia walks in. What did she say? Why does she walk in again?
They just had to write her in. Just shows up.
And she's asking why Wesley has to leave.
Mhm.
And then,
says to Giles, right?
says to Giles, I mean, you got fired and you still hang around like a big loser. Why can't he?
Another great one for Cordelia. Yes, I like that.
All-timer.
We already talked about Angel, them taking care of him.
And the only way that he can recover is by
Is-
drinking the blood of a slayer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So that was the
so-
plan. Is Buffy was going to bring Faith.
Yes.
Which is kind of a shitty thing to do. Again, that gets back to like the other episode that we talked about.
Mhm.
Like, I'm going to sacrifice somebody for somebody else.
Yep.
It's like,
She
that'd be
can't-
like killing somebody for their organs and then dumping their body in the middle of the water.
How would you
Wait,
do
if
that?
person was also for their
Can we-
organs, huh?
Hope we can just grow our own organs soon.
I've grown some.
Yeah.
No,
The
like, you
oceans
have to
get
My
grow
own.
more.
Oh.
Yeah, like you have to grow like a second liver. That would be good.
Did you hear what I said?
No, what did you
I
say?
said the ocean's getting full. Really hope we can start growing our own organs.
Anyway,
But yeah, and it's so Buffy wants to bring Faith,
Sorry.
but stabs her. She falls off a building
Yep.
and she's gone. She's out of the picture. So
Yeah.
Buffy
So
goes
Buffy is
to
going
Angel.
to sacrifice herself and tells
Yes.
Angel that she wants him to drink her blood and he won't do it. So then Buffy just starts beating the shit out of him again until he turns full vamp mode.
that was hot.
Just, like,
She was
reflexively.
here, and
Yeah.
she shows them her neck, and I'm like, okay, that was the hottest sex scene that they've shown that I've seen so
This,
far.
right? I
Was
mean-
him biting her.
Right. Okay.
I think what's the most sexy in TV shows is when they don't show sex.
Yes,
Genuinely.
you can
Yeah.
deliver so much more.
Yeah, there's more tension. There's more, like, when you just have sex on TV, it's like, okay, how long are we going to do this for? Like, I understand.
Plus
There's no
10, plus
build
10.
up. No, yeah, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's sexual energy to this
Yeah.
bite where he's
Yeah,
sucking
yeah.
her. I really do hate the sound effects of when a vampire is drinking the blood. It's
Oh, I
so-
love it.
Oh, it's so meaty and
Yeah, that's how it
Gross.
should sound.
but
Not like that at all. That's not how it
there's
sounded.
there's very I mean I don't really know how to describe it, but like Buffy's reaching out and she's like trying to get him to stop, but she can't. Kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Well, he drinks too much of it and Buffy goes into a coma.
He says, I won't be able to stop myself.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, I need you to do this. But the Slayer blood does heal him. He
Yeah.
picks her up, takes her to a hospital.
And they just have like an open bed for her already.
Yeah, if you ever
Great.
go to an emergency room, it does not work like that.
No.
It's Sunnydale.
Hours. She'd be getting an IV in the waiting room.
A
I
little
think
less
like
dramatic.
6 months ago,
Uh-huh.
I had to go to the ER and there was a bed just ready for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we've had very different experiences of the medical system.
Yeah. Well, maybe because I went at like 3 a.m.
Nope.
No,
I've
just like-
done it at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Have
and
you?
still
Yeah.
same thing, 2
Yeah.
hours.
No, they were just like, come on in. I was like, great.
Nice.
That's nice. Yeah, you were like,
Oh, they must have known who you are.
Yeah.
Famous podcast.
Famous podcast, Maxine,
of course.
yeah.
Right this way, right this way.
Yeah.
obviously.
They said,
Yeah.
Philivong? I've heard that name before.
So, so Buffy's in a coma. The mayor's there too.
Yep. With
Yes.
Faith, and
at
she's
the
also in a
hospital.
coma.
Real broken up about this.
He hears that someone else has had blood loss in another room, and he knows automatically that it's Buffy.
Yep.
He goes into a room, tries to suffocate her, and
Stone cold, doesn't
Yeah.
even care.
yeah.
I
And
was
then
like,
Buffy's
Damn,
trying
he's
to
not getting
like.
reelected. It's attempted murder.
I'm not voting for him.
And then Angel shows up.
Then Angel
throws
shows
him
up.
across the room. I was like, that's
Yeah.
assault, brother.
yeah.
A lot of lawsuits
He
happening.
just throws him to the window again.
yeah.
I get the impression he has Slayer blood in him, so he has some super strength stuff
Yeah.
going on because
Yeah.
he seems way more competent. Yeah, throws
Yeah.
the mayor against a
Those
wall.
mayor, and then security. They fight. Security finally comes.
Mhm.
The mayor has a real cheesy line. Oh no, that was just part one.
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
intermission is like, all right, whatever.
The real
man.
show's yet to
Yeah,
come.
Yeah.
The gang comes. Angel tells them that Buffy cured him, and Giles sends him away.
Yeah, everybody hates Angel. They were really blaming him for this. And again, him not being a very verbose person. He doesn't say that, Buffy made me do this. He's just like, yeah, no, I'm a monster and you guys hate me for a good reason. And he splits. He gets out of there.
But while this is happening, Faith and Buffy are in this dream together. They're in an apartment.
Yeah, Buffy and Faith are sharing a joint dream. I'll say they're slayers. There's a lot of dream stuff that goes on in this show. In the apartment that was Faith's, where she was staying.
I gathered that.
Yeah, and Faith essentially is speaking in a lot of riddles. Nothing crazy important is said, other than Faith says, like, you have to use his human side against him.
Yeah.
Which Buffy doesn't know what that means, but she's going to figure it out.
So when Buffy wakes up, she's looking around for Faith, finds Faith in the coma, and kisses her on the forehead. It's very sweet.
Yes.
Then the principal's getting ready for graduation, and the gang is getting ready to fight the mayor.
Because they know that something's
Yeah.
going to happen.
And then in Buffy's dream, Faith tells her about preying on his humanity. And then Cordelia is like, of course, that's it. We can attack him with germs. We get the Ebola virus.
Yeah.
And,
Or we could just get a box that says Ebola and
and then he'll run away.
chase him around. Cordelia also has a good line where she's like, because they say, this is the plan. He realizes, or Angel tells Buffy, like, oh, I saw him really lose his cool about Faith. And Buffy's like, oh, we got to use Faith against him. I'll taunt him with Faith.
Yeah.
We don't hear what their plan is, but they say what the plan is off
And the
screen.
mayor is at the
Cordelia.
same time putting his plans together on the other
Yes.
side of this.
And we
so-
see Cordelia react with, I don't think it's possible to come up with a crazier plan. And Oz just chimes in with, we attack him with hummus.
Yeah. And then he goes, I think the hummus plan is a better idea. He'll never see it coming.
We'll never see it coming.
So while the gang is planning, Wesley is also there planning with them, and you know, Wesley and Cordelia.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Have that moment.
Yeah, they have the
Some
most
light pedophilia.
awkward kiss.
Yeah.
And neither of them are into it. They're just like, all right, this is a mistake.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck out there.
Yeah. I'll drop you a line. Yes.
And then Angel drops to Buffy that he's going to leave after this fight,
Yeah. I'm not going to say goodbye.
which he does. Then graduation starts. I can't talk right now.
Yeah. The graduation
That's-
ceremony.
We're almost
starts.
done. You can do it.
Principal Snyder is
Yeah, we're like
Big
an hour and 20
finale.
in. Okay.
It's graduation.
Graduation. The mayor starts his speech.
And there's going to be an eclipse.
There's going to
We
be.
know
an
But they
eclipse.
realize he's going to do the whole speech.
Yeah.
Evil. Because he's living in it.
But the mayor starts freaking out because it's happening,
Yeah.
and he turns into this weird kind of snake
Yeah. Is
monster
That was
kind
the dream?
of thing.
It looked so good
Oh,
at the
it's-
time. I loved
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved this monster. Like at the time, it's remembered, and I have to fight against it because with my nostalgia, I remember this as like the coolest movie monster I'd ever seen
Really?
on TV at the time. Yeah.
It's very, very cheesy looking.
It looks horrible
He
now.
becomes a gigantic snake, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a fierce looking mouth.
Yep.
Starts gobbling up people. The
Uh-huh.
vampires are there.
Yep.
Principal Snyder gets it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was all right with that.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
a dick.
He had it coming.
He
Yeah.
very Jurassic Park, the guy on the toilet in Jurassic Park, kind of
Yes.
like gets eaten
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
Just plucked
Just from
up.
the top down.
Yeah. But while this is happening too, apparently the gang has gotten all of these high schoolers ready for a fight.
Tried
Everyone-
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tried to. Everyone has, weapons. They're going to attack the mayor, and he's brought some other vampires too.
And they've kept all of their weapons under their
Their gowns,
graduation
yeah.
gowns.
Yeah.
And
Which
one
is-
kid was complaining about it. Yeah, that was a clever little move. So the
Yep.
students, and I thought about this because the parents all run away. First of all, there's only like 150 kids at Sunnydale. It's a very small school. Even
Tiny town.
smaller people, like even less parents that were there.
Mhm.
But regardless, I guess the extras were hard to find.
Right.
They all the parents left and all the students stayed, and I was like, oh,
Is no one going to stay and help? Like they're just letting their kids die?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kinda messed
They're
up.
fighting too, and Larry dies.
yeah, does Larry die?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's dead. You hear the next
Really?
snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
they
him
don't
get
call it out.
tossed. I felt bad. Larry's his flamethrower wasn't working.
Yeah.
One of these things.
Who
you
was
want
in
to talk
charge
about
of the flamethrowers?
queer representation in media? It's
Gonna-
the death of the queer character all the time, and it being very unceremoniously always sticks out to me.
Yeah.
I didn't think he died. I thought if Larry was, I thought it just got thrown a little bit. I mean, Principal Snyder used to get eaten, like
Yeah.
for real.
No,
Yeah.
Larry's dead as hell.
It's too bad. Some vampires, some of them are biting people, even though the mayor said not to.
Said not to.
Yeah, some of them were
Because eating will be
misbehaving.
crucial in the first stages of the
I guess
ascension.
he has to feed as this like giant snake worm.
Yes.
But then
Yeah.
all of the people run away. I liked how they gave some kids maces.
Mhm.
Like that's not going to do much against the snake thing.
Yeah.
But I guess they didn't know what they were getting into with it.
So the flamethrowers were for the snake monster so that Buffy could do her part of the plan. All of the other weapons were to fight off the vampires that were coming to kill all the
Oh,
kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, Xander had his military training and was supposed to organize everybody, but I guess they only had like the day because the plans do not go well. We see a lot of kids dying.
Yeah.
Which again, not handled with any gravitas whatsoever. You understand why this episode got some
Yeah.
backlash.
Yeah. And then Buffy, like, somehow it all clears out and she's got the knife.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
That's
she kills the mayor.
She taunts him and she
Taunts
chases
him.
him through the building.
Into the library.
Super bad CGI. More
Yeah.
cardboard walls falling down.
And then
Bunch
they
of
end up in the
TNT.
library with, and then Giles is in the background and they destroy the school.
Oh, yeah.
Like
The mayor
again.
It was like Caddyshack.
Has like
Yeah.
a minute. It's so cheesy. The mayor being
So
like,
cheesy.
well, golly. Boom.
And like the whole school blows up, which also not a great look.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and it was kind of tacky. I was like, why would you? This was your big thing. Your ascension was going to be turning into a gigantic worm. Do you get to change back to a human, or you just got to spend
You're
the
just
rest of your
a worm
life
now. Yeah.
worming around the world by yourself? Why would anybody ever want to do that? I don't understand these
It's
plot
the same as
lines.
why would Angel have wanted to bring the Acathla demon realm and just destroy the world? and
Yeah.
kill everybody? It's just evil.
Like
you
at
know?
least I'll say this. I know we talk about Marvel a lot, but I think there's like a lot of parallels in the storytelling and things like that between like the Avenger thing that happened. But I'll just say this. Thanos as a villain, you at least kind of understood what he was about and why that would be conflicting. Like believing that things are overpopulated and you're just going to like fix the world and then rest. I
Yeah.
get that. Just want to rest.
Yeah.
But like these guys who want like power or like destruction so there's nothing, I don't get that.
Yep. And I always have to remind myself that your criticisms your criticism of the show is just from the episodes that we're showing you. This is a failing on our part because I do think the mayor and his motivations are built up really well in the season. We just didn't have the room to show that.
I thought
So
the Ascension was
that's
going
something
to
we
be
could've done
about
better.
like, yeah, and more of like, if a villain wanted to bring about the end of the world, you could have gone about delivering that as more than just like a giant snake worm.
Yeah.
But I think you guys are doing great. There's no failing in here.
Okay.
This was good. I enjoyed it all.
Yeah.
There are parts of it that I'm like, obviously it's not a show that like needs to all be believed and we can't look back and like point like, haha, that was funny.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was in poor timing. That's why we're watching these shows
Mm-hmm.
20 years later. That's what still makes them
Yeah.
art, is that they're constantly being reinterpreted.
And there's so much like cultural staying power to this season finale specifically. The Sunnydale class of '99, is huge at the time. There's like really sticks out in my mind the shot of from all of the smoke everywhere. Buffy locking eyes with Angel. Not a word is said. He turns around and walks off out of her life.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's out of the show.
It's a good ending for him.
Yeah.
He's had a hell of a run. And I liked Angel as a character. Like, yeah, dark, brooding,
Yeah. Well, we
But-
want to see more of him. He has his entire
his own show.
Yeah.
So there are crossover episodes that they
Yes.
start doing.
Yes.
And Buffy will show up in
Yep.
one
And
of
Angel
his.
shows up in this, and they go back and forth. a
I'm
little bit.
intrigued by Angel as a show.
It's a great show.
I remember Angel felt like it was on forever, but maybe it was just because it was like Buffy and
Five
It
then,
lasted
seasons?
longer than, or it was on the air longer than Buffy.
then Buffy was. Yeah,
Right.
Buffy
Yeah.
ended. and
They
then-
run concurrently for 2 seasons, and then Angel keeps going after Buffy.
Got it. But there's what, 7 seasons of Buffy?
Yes.
Yes.
But they only ran concurrently in 2. We're
Yes.
just done with episode 3
Oh,
now.
3. 3 seasons, right? 4
So
and 5.
4 it wasn't on, and then 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
Angel was in 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
ran for 2 more seasons after that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm interested to see where we go from here. I mean,
Mhm.
no more Angel. Plot lines are kind of wrapped up nicely. We have no more baddies either. When Mr. Trick died, I was like, oh, who's the bad? I guess it's the mayor. Yes, it just got dim. So what's next?
Any wrap up thoughts for? Because like you said, this is a great ending point. A lot of things wrap up. It feels very final. I think this is a great ending point for the show. So we've decided that no more episodes. That's good. You gave us 30. We didn't need them.
That's not how this works.
Oh, okay, shit. Then
band
what do you say
candy.
we do?
Well, no.
Band
yeah.
candy.
We'll
If
do.
you want to watch that after this, you can watch it and you can understand why we didn't include it.
Do you have it written down? I have a blank spot there.
Band candy. This is fate.
We're
No.
not doing band
This
candy.
is fate.
How did that happen?
How did that happen?
We have this.
This
figured
is
out.
so
I think
great.
I accidentally deleted something.
Wait. No, I don't have it written. Hold on. Let me go
Guys,
to
this is
the.
bad podcasting.
Hold
It
on.
is.
Hold on. It is bad podcasting.
have
I
that
It's
can't.
also great podcasting. You have one job. Just tell me the next 3 episodes.
What's a good one to end this next session on?
Oh, because I think we were debating on whether or
Live
not
doing this.
it was going to be a silly or funny, or silly or
The
serious.
silly one is the next one. Okay.
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 We're back.
We're back.
Okay.
Little mix up.
So what are we doing?
I wonder what we had planned. Jeez.
We probably had something really good, but this is going to be
I
better.
bet we had something really good.
Okay.
So
We'll
next
find out.
episode, we are going into season 4, the college years. Yay!
Yay.
I'm sorry, I can't take you guys seriously because you didn't know. All right, so which one did you just throw in there?
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, we had this all planned out.
Yeah.
Did we throw in
We had
6
College
months
years.
ago?
I'm excited for the college years.
Yes,
Well,
the college years. Well,
I
you're
hope
gonna
I'm
get
getting a little bit of like what's she choosing to study? What kind of college does she go to? Is she still going to live with her mom?
Nope.
What is it?
Season 4, episode 6, Wild at Heart. Season 4, episode 10, Hush. This is the big one, baby.
This is considered the best episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah,
Really?
Yes.
big time.
Oh, I can't wait.
And season
tear it
4,
apart.
episode 19, New Moon Rising.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
You guys can machete it. You don't have
we don't
to
want
do
to
them
for this.
all.
There's a reason.
Okay.
We're
I'm
going
looking
to.
forward to it.
We-
Season 4, episode 6, season 4, episode 10, and season 4, episode 19.
Yeah.
With episode 10 being the
And this was all
landmark.
decided weeks ago.
Yeah.
Months
awesome.
ago,
Months
even.
ago. I feel like I was born with this knowledge.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thank
right.
you all for listening.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
See you next week. Thanks for listening to another episode of Machete Order. Join us on all the socials, TikTok, Instagram, X.
We're not on there. And listen wherever you get your podcasts. And thanks to Brother Sal for the use of his song, I Will Tell. This was a Rotary Studios production.